is up, guys? This is Toysballz Saga doing another video today for you guys. Today is Saturday, and I am going to do a character thing for all characters. Like, what would you like to see in Toysballz or in the new series Toysballz GT, or any other series that I ever make in like a third series or whatever. So anyway, let's do it. That's why I decided to do today. Today is just that Saturday, and I will upload this today, so don't worry about it. So when this video ends, I decide which characters would you like to see in this show, like upcoming, or characters that you want to see now in the show, but season 10 will not have these characters in it, so of course not. So for one thing about it, I'm going to tell you now, I got a new phone. I'm very happy that I did, and here it is. It is a Samsung Galaxy phone. So I got one. I'm very happy, but this I will start recording when I make, I guess, the Halloween special and the episodes. So it's going to be very cool. So I'm very happy I got it. Now I got a new phone. Can't wait to record. The camera quality is epic. I really like it. So, very cool phone. So, I can't wait to record with this. So, let's start this video today. I'm going to go through all the characters that you want to see. So let's start this review now. Alright, the first character is Android 18. Of course, Android 18 is an android, of course. She is the female android that was created by Dr. Gero. You should already know. She first fought Vegeta. Vegeta lost against her, and he felt bad for himself. But Android 17 is her younger brother, so they both are brother and sister. And I believe they used to be humans, so they kind of act human than robots, you know what I mean? So, like, she likes getting new clothes and buying clothes and like that kind of stuff, you know, just like a little woman would do. So, she is in Toysballz, so we already know when Android 18 first appeared. She first appeared in, I guess season 4. She was in season 6 as well with the androids. And there I have a second Android 18 with the Majin Buu solid clothes. That was the real 18. If y'all didn't know that. But this is like when she first fought Vegeta. That's just what she had wore in the show. Before, you know, the clothes got messed up. So, she's already in the show. So, we can see 18 any other time. Like, the movie, she's not in the movie. So, no, never was. So, this is Android 18, and she's already in the show, so I already got her where she's supposed to be. Okay, we have Bulma. This is Bulma from Dragon Ball GT. Of course, I do have a bigger Bulma, and then this is the GT look of her. This one I use as a Tuffle Bulma when she's the baby, because there's two Bulmas. So this is just, you know, Bulma from Dragon Ball GT. She's already in the show, so we already saw her. First appeared in season 4, and of course she was in the last episode I made was the Tuffles party. She was already in there, so she's already shown. So that's Bulma from GT. Alright, this character here, I finally got a great look of Orchid. This is Orchid, so Of course, this is new look orchid I actually got. And I know this is the older orchid from KI2. This is like an orchid if she was redesigned for another game. So for like example, I guess Mortal Kombat, if she was in Mortal Kombat. But this is orchid for drawn by a great design. So this is orchid for Toysballz GT. Because, you know, Orchid gets older over the years. It's 25 years later. So Orchid will not have a KI2 costume on. She will have a new look. So, of course, this is Orchid for Toysballz GT. So, yeah, that is kind of it for her. Yep, that's Orchid. So, this is her new look. I should have her in the picture with Goku and Smurfette and Gotenks. Alright, this is another picture. This, I would say, Goku's mother. Because we don't really know who his mother was. And finally, someone had, you know, this is just a picture of people thinking this was his mom. But we don't know what happened to his mom. We don't know. The only thing we know from Goku's parents is Bardock. And the only thing we know from Vegeta is his father. So we don't know who his mother was. Don't know who's this, who's that. So I think I kind of like this look of this, and I don't really know what to do with this character because I don't really have nothing what she supposed to be in. So I think I'll make a new series with this, like I don't know. I don't really know what to do with this character. So, I can say her name is Jean. That's the only thing I know. People know her name was Jean. So yeah, that's it for this one. This is Keelik from Soul Calibur 2. Keelik is the character that's going to be in Toysballz GT. Along with Talon, Cassandra, Young Sung, Dante, Troy, and Chris. So Keenan. And he's one of the human spirits. So he will be in Toysballz GT. So that's all I'd say for Keelik. Alright, this is Cassie Cage. Don't really care about because I don't really like Mortal Kombat X game. It's kind of weird of what it is now and what it's like now because I don't really know what's going on with the game myself. They're not showing anything information for the next things. Like there's supposed to be a combat pack 2, but I don't really like this game. I prefer playing this game right here, Mortal Kombat 9, besides this game. Because I did play this, I kind of said, no, this not really. I got tired of it, and that's why I don't really care about the game myself. Like, I don't get it. It's kind of like copying Injustice. So people should know that. It's copying Injustice, but for Christ's sake. And plus, if it was MK9, it would have been better. But fine, like, it is Injustice. Look up Injustice. So people should know it's a look up Injustice. So I had planned for her to be in GT as well. But I don't really know yet. So I don't got nothing for her. Okay, we have Cyborg Smoke. Of course, in MK9, Smoke's supposed to have been the robot because if we all remember, MK3 had Cyrax, Sector, and Smoke, and he was a human and he was a robot, so we should not have Sub-Zero as the robot. Like in MK9, he had two Sub-Zeros, Well, yeah, the Noob Sci-Fi, of course. But like in the MK3 game, that's that said, that we had Sub-Zero unmasked and Sub-Zero with the mask on. So that was kind of weird for that, but I don't get it. Why Smokes was not the robot and it was supposed to have been him, not Sub-Zero. I guess that's what had messed up the game, kind of. So, yeah, Smoke's supposed to be the robot, not Sub-Zero. But, you know, I don't really have nothing with Smoke in the show. Like, he was in season 1, and that was the last time I seen him, I guess. Oh yeah, he was at a party too, but I don't really remember. Where was he and nothing like that. So, that's it for him, Smoke. Okay, we have Cyborg Sub-Zero, and Cyborg Sub-Zero is not in the show because Sub-Zero is a human. He's not a robot. So, I don't have nothing to do with Cyborg Sub-Zero. I don't want to revamp the MK9 story. I was gonna make a little short film, like a movie, with the MK characters, but I don't really know why we have Cyborg Sub-Zero. It makes no sense. So I really had nothing for him in the show at all, so I don't know myself. So that's Cyborg Sub-Zero. We have Cyrax. Cyrax was in season 1 in Toysballz, but I don't really see him in other things because I haven't seen him in a long time. So I don't know what to do with him in the show. I haven't seen him at all. I would have made a short film, like I said, for Sub-Zero, but I don't really know what to do with Cyrax at all. We have Dark Khan. Dark Khan is going to be in Toysballz GT because that's what show he's going to appear in. He is going to be in Toysballz GT. Dark Khan's story, how he was formed, because when Sonic had used the Dragon Balls against Goku, turned Goku back into a kid, and when they got all the 7 Dragon Balls, they brought him back to Earth. Earth was already in trouble of the rage that Dark Khan has around him, as you can see, like between him, like his legs, his body, all that stuff. And at first, Dark Khan came form of a person before he was changed to this. He was going to be formed as a person, and first he infected Pan. Then she infected the family, then half of them went infect, like Bulma, but they didn't like get Vegeta, but like they kind of infect the whole city, and I guess it was going to affect the whole entire world. I guess that's what Dark Khan was going to do, until after how many people got infected, then he turned to this. What he gonna look like? He gonna have red eyes, and he's gonna look like a person before he gets how many times people get infected, he changes and changes and changes until he turns to this. So, and Goku defeats him. So she already know that. So Goku will defeat Dark Khan. So that's basically it for him. Yeah, a little good story for him. We have Dark Raven. Of course, Dark Raven was from Mortal Kombat Deception. We did get a costume of Raiden like this in MK9, and then he did get a dark look of him in the new game as well. But like, I played great with Raiden in the MK9 game, but like not in MKX. I can't really play with him in that game at all. So, but I really like playing as him in MK9 because it was better. Raiden don't look like this in the show, so I do have a figure of Raiden, and I plan on getting the new figures of the NKX. I don't really care about the game, but I do like the action figures. They look cool. I like the Scorpion and the Raiden. I can't wait to get the next ones that they come out with. Like they making a katana. Wow, I can't. Like I said, I do want to get them. I will get Raiden, the new Raiden they made. I still got the old one, the MK9 figures, but I don't have all the MK9 figures. I have to get them all. So I will get Raiden. So from the MKX. But Raiden will look like this. There's a movie coming in GT called The Future, and this Raiden is in hell, and he comes to Earth as well. Kind of like Shao Kahn, but not really. So yeah, that's Raiden. I think, guys, it's going to be a long video, so just sit back and relax with it. We have another character that I don't really freaking like, and it's Devora. A bug-like character, and I don't get this shit at all. That's why I don't like that game. Not that much. Devora kind of looks like Sadira, doesn't she? I thought that was Sadira in the game. I was like, Sadira? Is she in Killer Instinct? And I thought that was Sadira at first. I said, oh my gosh. And I said, oh, I thought it was, you guys. I thought it was her. But like I said, I don't really care about Sadira at all. Not really. And I don't like her at all. And I think why the heck they replaced the actual great MK characters with these stupid characters. We have Ermac. Ermac was he was in the last episode at the party. That's when we saw him. Ermac, I don't have nothing against Ermac. This look of him kind of looks like off of Deception, because that's how he looked in Deception. Yeah, Ermac did look like this in Deception. But like I said, he's not a bad character. I kind of play with him, but not really. I definitely can't play with him in that new game at all. Can't really do it. So, I don't have nothing against Ermac. He's one of the classic characters, so there's nothing bad about the classic characters. The new character's the one that sucks. So, yeah, Ermac. You have Goro, and this Goro from NK9. But like I said, I don't have nothing. This is a classic character as well. But yeah, actually, I finally got Goro playable in MKX, but we should have had him playable right here in MK9. But it makes no sense why they didn't make him playable in this game. But he was playable like in MK Trilogy, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and I think Armageddon. Yeah, you can play against all the bosses. So that was not bad for them putting it in the other games, because you actually finally get a chance to play with them. So there's some ways you can play with them in this game, like PC. So people are playing with these guys on PC. So like Kentaru, Goro, and Shao Kahn, they should make Motaru as a playable character too. I don't get why they didn't. You have Jade. Jade is in the show too, but you know, her character ain't shown that much in the show at all. Kindly, because she does not really be shown all the time. So yeah, that's Jade. That's all for her. I don't have nothing plans for her to be in the next show at all, or GT. Jax, well, yeah, I seen a figure of Jax on eBay, but Jax is not my favorite character. So, yeah, Jax was not at the party, but like I said, I might get a figure of Jax, so I might will. Johnny Cage, Well, Johnny Cage ain't shown that much in the show. Last thing we heard that Katana has said Johnny and Sonya are on their honeymoon, so they married, of course. And so that's why he's not shown that much in the show. But they might come back in GT. You got Kano. Well, yeah. But like I said, a character that I don't. They are classic characters, but not really a fan of Kano. I never had got the figure of him like this. But he's not hard to get. I can get him anytime. Like I said, that's Kano. You got Katana. And of course, Katana was shown at the party in the last episode that made, and you know. But like future things for Katana, she might appear in GT. Might have the new look of her from the new game. But this is MK9 Katana. Alright, we have Kotal Khan that I don't give a crap about because I don't like the new game at all because of this character, because he overthrown Melina, who is actually the true heir, true empress of Outworld, because she is the true empress. Like, she did not do anything bad against the Outworld, because what did Melina do to Outworld? This person just came out of nowhere and just said, oh, I'm gonna kick you out, so you never leave. And like, for what? What did she do? Like, she didn't do nothing. Like, this one part is a freaking story. Someone was trying to get some food, and they was hungry, and you gonna kill that person because he's hungry and you're not feeding the person? You're not even feeding the people. And then you cut yourself every time. So what the heck wrong with you? That's what I hate about this character. Of course, yes, he is in GT. So, but Goku's gonna kill him, so you already know about that. You got Liu Kang. Of course, Liu Kang. I like Liu Kang. Liu Kang last shown when he got beat up by Goku at the tournament. And he felt bad for himself, losing to a great warrior. But Liu Kang might appear in GT as well, but I don't know how he gonna look, so I don't know yet. So Liu Kang, that's Liu Kang right there. You have Melina, of course, but I guess I use this to be Tolina. So Tolina is in the show. She was not at the party though, but Tolina would be in GT as well. She would have a different look. She might look like she might wear that look Melina wears in the new game. And I hope this one I want to say for it. If they made a Katana figure, they better make Melina. I'll be very happy if they make Melina as a figure. They making Katana. They should make Melina. I hope they do. Please. I hope they do. I do like Melina, favorite character. But like, alongside with Scorpion, I like Melina. So, they better make a Melina figure. I hope. You got Noob Saibot. He was last stream that episode as well, along with all the other characters. People wanted him to be back in the show, but I think they should. But in the game, I meant, not the show, but in the game. But like, I hope he does. But there are people saying like him or Smoke the return. But we don't know what happened. The only thing we remember, Noob Saibot fell into Solnado, and that was it. So I don't know what happened. You have Raiden. Raiden is in the show, but he's not shown that much. Like I said, he is going to be in GT as well. And when Dark Dawn comes, and he will not be wearing this right here. He'll be wearing the MKX look. So I will have that figure pretty soon. The figure don't cost that much right now, as they went down the prices now, because the figures don't cost that much. I think because the new ones about to come out, I think this month or next month, I believe, because they start showing on eBay, Katana and the Quan Chi and the Kola Khan. So I think they will come out with them. You have Rain. Last time seen Rain was at the tournament when he fought Piccolo and Bunny from Rise of the Guardians, and that was the last time you seen Rain. This is Rain classic look, if he had a classic look in MK9, but he did not have one. Some people made one for him, had him this look from the game. This is Rain, how he looks in the game MK9, and one thing about it, Rain was in MKX, and he had a new look. Why would you take him out of the game? Like, okay, in MK9, you had Kratos, Scarlet, Kenshi, Rain, Freddy Krueger. Rain was a DLC. Kenshi was a DLC. And in this game, Kenshi is playable. But why is Rain not playable? And along with that, you had Tanya too. So what the heck going on here? Rain should have been a playable character. So I don't get it why he was not playable. It's so stupid. And those stupid characters like Therator, who the hell is that? Like, I don't care about Jackie Briggs, Cassie Cage, Kunjin. They don't make no sense. Especially Takashi Takeda. You have Reptile. So, yeah. This is Reptile from the MK9. He is in MKX as well, but they do got a figure Reptile like this. But he's only a 4-inch scale. And I don't like about Reptile like that. Alright, you have Scorpion. Scorpion was a character that was in MK9. This is Scorpion, how he looked. And they do got this costume in the new game as well, but I don't really pick that costume. I picked the classic look, the MK3 look. So it looks cool. They did make the Injustice. They actually put his Injustice look in there too. So that's kind of nice, but not really care about. But Scorpion, favorite character. Get over here. And one thing about it, he will be in GT as well. So, and I plan on doing something with these characters pretty soon. You got Sector. Sector is, I don't really hardly see Sector. I don't know what happened to him, but he did get killed in MKX. I think Cyrus got killed too, but they should have brought these guys back. Like, it makes no sense. Here is the classic Sector, MK3 style Sector. And they all had that same look Cyrax did and him. So they should have counted Smoke as a classic ninja, all the cyborg ninjas together. Besides the classic Sub-Zero cyborg look. Shang Tsung last seen was in the tournament when I made episode 60. I think it was 66 and 67. They made a tournament, and all the toys fight against other toys, and some of the Mortal Kombat characters were there too. And Shang Tsung was the host. They did not fight Shang Tsung, so they had to fight Liu Kang. Shiva, last time we seen Shiva was in those episodes when they fought at the tournament. That's the last time we seen Shiva. I don't really have nowhere to put Shiva in the show. Don't really. But it's kind of nice they did brought them all back in the MK9 game, because the MK9 game would just reboot a Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3 trilogy. So that's what they all were. All those 3 games. That's what that game was basically about. Shujinko, I don't want Shujinko back. And nothing. And especially, Deception was my favorite game. Besides, I know I like Deception. But Shujinko, no. Never will happen. You have Sindel. Sindel was in NKX. We saw her. And she was actually playable fight. You actually fought against her in the game. Makes no sense. Why would you make a character? She kind of did look like she got redesigned, and she had things all through her and stuff. But she should have been brought back in the game. Makes no sense. Like I hope she does. But people probably saying like she should have been playable too, because you got Kitana playable, but you don't have her playable. It makes no sense. So she should be in the show. I guess. I don't think so. But like I said, we saw her last was in the tournament. That was it of her. Sorry about that. Smoke. We haven't seen Smoke in a long time. Like I said, just like the Cyborg Smoke, we haven't seen him at all. So I don't think he will be coming back, but I don't think so. Sonya, same thing with Johnny Cage. She was not shown since season 3, I believe, and that was the last time you seen Sonya. And her and Johnny are on their honeymoon. So that's all I have to say about that. You have Striker. Striker ain't really shown that much. Striker did get killed in NK9, but he was a dead version of him in NKX. But I don't think he'll be coming back. You have Taven. Taven was only shown in Armageddon. Makes no sense. That's the only game he was in, and he was shown as a cameo in the NK9 intro when Raiden fought him, kind of revamping the whole story of Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to Armageddon. So that's what they kind of did for that. This is just Shujinko younger, and this is Kitana, how she looks in NKX. And she do that, and this how the toy will be when she comes out, and I can't wait for it. I hope they actually make Melina as a figure too. I can't wait for that. You have Reptile. That's how he looks in the NKX game. And you have Melina. This is how she looks in the NKX game, and I think this will be a look for Melina, because Melina will not be wearing this in GT. This is Queen, I think it's Radinisha? Radio, I think it's, I can't really tell what was her name. Let me check. Rosachina? Yeah, Rosachina. So yeah, that was her name. I can't really tell what was her name. Rosachina. And she is the queen of King Vegeta. And we don't know what happened to her. So just like I said, we don't really know what happened to her. So that's all that I have to say about that. Here is her and her empress look, because she's the empress and he's the emperor, king and queen. And this is how she looks wearing that, like for ceremonies and stuff like that. And I don't really know what to do with her in the show. Besides, same thing with Jean, Goku's mother. I don't really know what to do with those two, because I don't have King Vegeta in the show or Bardock. But I would like to have them in the show. So that's basically it for that. And we have Fidel from GT, and that's how she looks in GT. And that was the last picture. and we're gonna go to the next one. So, you guys, so stay tuned. Alright, now we move on to the next characters, and these characters, we're going to go through them like I did on the other characters, did on that other part of this video, if you continue watching, and now let's go to these characters. So, let's go. Alright, we have Akibasha. Akibasha was from Cole the Conqueror. She is an evil, queen, like a witch, red witch, of I think Valusha, or something like that. I haven't watched the movie in a long time, but like I said, this is Akibasha. She was the evil queen that Cole married. She is actually a red witch, and she's powers like magic powers and stuff, and that's what she does. And yeah, that's all I'd say about her. But I don't have nothing with her for the show. I didn't write a story about her or nothing. So like, if an upcoming future thing for Toysballz in the Toysballz universe, I don't know what to do with her. So that's all I have to say about her. Alright, we have Chucky and Tiffany. And of course, Chucky is, I guess, known for the favorite horror movie character, of course. And, you know, I did have some for Chucky in the Toysballz show, but I guess it could be a movie with him, or a new story with the show. But there is not going to be a season 11, season 12, nothing like that from Toysballz. He's only 10 seasons. So he might be in a new upcoming stuff. I say future things. So yeah, that's Tiffany and that's Chucky. I have both of them in my closet. So yeah, that's all I have to say for these two. But like I said, they can be in upcoming things. So everybody always loved Chucky. The laugh and everything. So, yeah, that's all I'd say for Chucky and Tiffany. This is just a family picture of all of them. Chucky, Glenn, Tiffany. That's all this is. Okay, we have the evil android 17. I used him in Toysballz Z in season 6. And this is when he appeared. He appeared in the second episode of the show when Dr. Jiro's in the laboratory. He wants to destroy Goku, and along with all the other clone androids that Dr. Jiro had, and he wants to kill Goku. He actually turned to Super 17, and I do have a figure of him, Super 17, and I'm very happy for season 6. It is my favorite season though, and I love it. So, yeah, this is all I'd say about him. I don't know if he's returning or not, but like I said, he got killed by Mewtwo. So, yeah, that is it for Evil Android 17. You have Tuffle Gohan as a Super Saiyan, and Tuffle Gohan was last seen in the party episode, Tuffle's Party. So, we did see him, but we don't know if he's going to be in the other episodes like GT, anything like that. And basically, Gohan is going to look like this in GT anyway, because he has a suit, glasses, and all that stuff. You have Tuffle Trunks, basically Trunks Super Saiyan, but this is, yeah, Tuffle Trunks, and he's in the show as well, last scene with Bola in the show. So, yep, that's Tuffle Trunks. And here is Bola. And she was shown in the episode. She was like the person that has she tells them what their name are and stuff. And they came to the party. So yeah, this is Bola. she was like the door greeter and the checker person. So yeah, she was last seen in the Toysballz Party episode as well. So yeah, that's Bola. Here is Gohan. Gohan will look like this in GT because he's wearing the suit and the glasses. He don't have the glasses on, but he wears the glasses too. Alright, we have another character here. And this is a character that I now going to tell you. This is Goshan. Goshan is the other lost son of Goku. I'll tell you the origin of him. Goshan was born by the succubus. As you know, Jasala. Jasala is the other succubus, not Caroline. Caroline got killed by Goku. So Goshan was pregnant with him. She gave birth to him, and he came out looking like Goku. As you can tell, the hair of him. This is him as an adult. So Goshan is going to be in a movie, like a special. In GT, he's not in the series. I guess you could tell he's not really in the series, but like I guess he can be, but I don't know yet. Until then, I don't know. But he fights Goku, and Goku actually finds out that that's his son. And Goshan did not know Goku was his father until Jasala finally told him the truth. At first, he thought Adam was his father, but until then, you can tell, look at his eyes. He looks like Goku. And Goshan is going to be in Toysballz GT, and that special just said, the name of the special, I guess I should tell you now, Goku's lost son. That's all I'd say. Goku, lost son. So that's it for Goshan. Not Goshan, Goshan. Shun. Goshan. Not Goshin. Goshin's name is Goten's name. Because Talon tells her that that's her real name. Goshan. Her mom and dad don't call her that. They call her Gotenks. Smurfette calls her Katie. So Goshan. This is him as a little kid. And here is Gotenks. Adult. Older. And this is her in the show. She wears Goku's clothes, but I'm going to paint that. I'm going to color it blue. Make it blue. So it actually matches her. She has a blue shirt, and she'll be Super Saiyan's look as well. And this is her as a Super Saiyan. So let's go back to this one. This is not really her, but like I said, she don't have that kind of hair. Her hair is long. So her hair's down to her back. And she can go Super Saiyan anytime. So she has a blue shirt, and this is Gotenks look. Her real name is Goshan, and she will be in Toysballz GT. And of course, she's in Toysballz Z. And plus, anywho, here she is right here. Here's Gohan as a Super Saiyan, the tux and the suit. Here's Goku, little Goku GT. I am getting a figure of him like that, and him regular, and that'd be it for him, because he won't be a Super Saiyan 3 in the show. And people kind of say they thought Super Saiyan 3 was kind of cool for a person as a kid, but it is kind of cool. And especially if you saw Gotenks as a Super Saiyan 3, that's kind of nice. Gohan as a Super Saiyan 2 in GT. The Tuffle group. Gohan right there. Goten, Baby, Trunks, and Bola in the background. This is King Cole. Frieza's dad and Cooler's father. Well, same. They're both their characters. They both are his sons. So like I said, I don't really have nothing with him in the show, so that's all I have to say for him, because I don't really have nothing. You have Android 13. He was last seen in the episode at the party. He was first shown in season 1, and he'd been in the series for a long time. He was in season 3, I think, was he? No, he was in season, yeah, he was in season 4, but he was in the movie Hell Gateway as well, so there's a lot to say. And he was in season 6, and he was in 7, I think, and yeah, 7 and 10 was that episode. So that's all I have to say for 13. You have Android 16. He was last seen in that episode at the party, and 16 was a cool character. I like how he was fighting Cell in perfect form. You have Android 18 in the Majin Buu Saga costume, and it's how she had looked in Majin Buu Saga. Android 18. And I just showed a picture of her earlier in this video, so yeah, that's the same stance she's standing like in the show. Bojack, I do not have nothing for Bojack in the show at all. He's not shown that much, and plus because he's just a movie character, I don't have nothing for Bojack. You have Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi is in the show, of course, and I wanted to figure of her just like Bulma, but I hope I do get a figure of her. So that's Chi-Chi. Dende, I have a figure of Dende in the box, and I was thinking about printing him off, but I didn't. You have Frieza. Frieza was shown at the party as well, and Frieza did return in that movie, Resurrection F. I kind of felt bad for that movie, but I wish they brought back Cell. That would have been very cool. You have Kid Buu. Kid Buu was shown, was not shown. Yeah, he was not shown at all in the show. So, Kid Buu basically is Oob, if y'all don't know that. Kid Buu is Oob. So that's all I have to say for that. Kid Buu is Oob. Mr. Popo was only shown last seen in season 9 with Celine. Pan was not at the party, but she was last seen in season 9. And that was the last time I've seen Pan. But she is in season 10. And one thing about when GT starts, she gonna look just like this. So she don't change, because she's an actual great. Because all the other characters do change. She don't. Alright, this character. This is Devante. This is Devante in a human infusion. Okay, for Toysballz GT. Devante don't look like this. So I'm going to show you a picture of Devante. And here it is. Devante right here. I got another one. But this one's all messed up. So, I guess I should show this. Yeah. This is Devante. This is how he looked before he fused. And that's how he looks when he fused. When they come together. And that's when they create Super Devante. And he looks like a handsome demon, like an incubus. So basically, Adam and Caroline created another Devante with evil powers and stuff. And that formed this Devante. And actually, Dante might look like this too, but he's gonna have a different look. So that's Devontae. Donkey Kong. Well, I have to say he's already in the show, so, but he's not shown that much. Donkey Kong again. Goten as a Super Saiyan GT. Basically, Goten is a little kid right now, but he is going to be looking like this in GT. The Dragon Balls. That's how I got all the Dragon Balls. I'm going to print this off and cut them all out. Evil Jago. Last seen in season 4. Evil Jago classic costume. Evil Orchid classic costume. Evil Orchid is in the movie I'm making right now, and last time seen was in an episode of the party. Brian, that don't really damn care about. From Family Guy. And technically, last seen in that episode of the party. Chris, last seen in school. Yeah, last time I've seen him. Yeah, school. Lois, she was at the party in season 9. But like I said, she first appeared in season 7 at the end. Meg, she appeared in season 7 along with all the characters, of course. And last scene was season 9 of school. Peter was last seen at the party, and he was first seen in season 7. So, but like I said, they were neighbors. They were neighbors to Goku and the others, and it caused a lot of noises and stuff, having a lot of parties, and that's what they didn't really like about it. Stewie, last scene was at the party, and first seen in season 7, and it's Smurfette's boyfriend. So yeah, Stewie. Tolina, naked. Well, Melina, naked. Flowers. Gargamel, will Gargamel return? Well, he was in season 2, so I guess Gargamel might return in season, well, no, GT, yeah, GT, but he's stuck as a Smurf. Haron was last seen at the tournament, so I don't know where he's at. You have Carly. She's in the show, but she was only shown at school. Here's another Carly. She was shown at school. Another Carly. Carly again. Here's Freddy. He was shown last at school. Freddy again. Freddy again. Last time I seen at school, like I said. Freddy again. Gibby, I don't have him in the show. Neville, don't really want to. Nora, possible, maybe, because she might return. Nora, she might become a very powerful warrior, and I hope she will be, because she is crazy. Nora with a hatchet, she might come back too. Of course, Nora Durslett was, I guess, my favorite character from the iCarly show, because she was crazy. Imagine she tied you to a wheel, had a hatchet trying to kill you with it. Yeah, she was crazy. Anyway, here is Sam, my favorite character. I actually met the person that was played Sam, Jeanette McCurdy. She was at the Grand River at the mall. I finally had met her for the very first time. I really thought Miranda Cosgrove was going to be there too. But like I said, I did meet her for the very first time. I kind of felt sad that iCarly did end it, but to this day I still watch the show. It's still a great show. I had the DVD too. Spencer, not really in the show that much. Here's Spencer again. Now here's Adam the Incubus. Of course we know who he is. Adam was in season 8. He was the Incubus. He was first shown in the first episode of it, and he was basically the main villain of the season. Him, besides, on the other side, along with Caroline. So yeah, so Adam is the incubus. This is how he would look if he had turned to his true look. And here is Karen from The Grudge. She is basically dead in this show because she was a ghost. Here's Karen again, and she was first shown in season 7. Here's Karen in The Grudge 2. It's the one I actually used in the show. Here is Kate Beckinsale. She plays a lot of things. She plays Celine in the Underworld series, and I kind of like her because she's a great action, like a stunt action and everything. She do a lot of stunts and stuff like that. Kayako Saki, the spirit, the spirit, aka the Grudge. Here she is right here. She was the main villain of season 7. TJ Combo. Well, this is like the clone. This is the evil clone of TJ Combo. Orchid. All the styles, what they did for her. Here's Fulgore. We don't really see Fulgore that much in the show at all. I kind of felt bad for it, but like I said, he might return. But I haven't seen him that much in the show. I watched all the episodes and said, where's Fulgore? And I said, oh, I never used him. Never brought him back. Glacius was last seen at the party, so that was last time we seen Glacius. Jago, don't really remember when I last time seen him. Not really. I haven't seen him in a long time. I don't know where he is. Conra, I have plans for having him in the GT story. So yeah. Kim-Woo. I hope she is the next character to be shown, because she was teased, and I hope she comes back. I hope she can be cool. I hope she has good new moves and old moves, like she always did, and I hope she be a great character. As we heard from KI, Gargus is returning, so we know in fact Kim and Tusk and Gargus has to come back. So we know those 3 guys gotta be there. I don't care if they bring a new character out again. But like I said, I don't really care about that. But I just want all the original KI characters back in the game. We have Shadow Jago. Shadow Jago was last seen in one episode in season 7, and possibly in Shadow Jago will be in GT. So yeah, that's Shadow Jago. TJ Combo, he was last seen at the party as well, and I don't really know what to do with him in the upcoming series. He might not return. So yeah. Trustin, this is Trustin. He is a character I have used in the show, and I had used him in the older versions. Newer versions of this one I had used in the show, but I felt kind of bad for the season 4 season because I had recorded the original version of all the episodes, but I couldn't upload them. I felt bad for myself, and I don't know if I want to remake the whole entire thing, but if I do one day, it'll be kind of cool. But like I said, he was a great character, and the hint, I'm giving you a hint, he might return in GT. So, yeah, trust him. He's dead, though. You have Tusk. Tusk was last seen in the party episodes as well, along with all the other characters. So, yeah, Tusk was last seen in that episode, the Tuffles party. Jago again. I already said about Jago. Evil Saberwolf. Well, it was shown once in season 7, but not that much. So that's all I'd say for him. Thunder. This is how would Thunder would actually look if he had his classic costume. Based on the classic costume of him, he should have that right there. This is the real Thunder. You have Idol. Idol was in the first KI game, but Idol's not in the show at all. But like people wanting him to come back, but like Gargist coming back, they should have him back too. I thought this game was a reboot, but like I said, it should have been. You have Riptor. Riptor was the last thing got killed by Continue in Season 3. Well, it's a she. Actually, Riptor is a she. But, like, Riptor did return in the game. I kind of felt great that Riptor did come back, like, along with Cinder. It'd be kind of cool if they brought all the characters back, like I said. Then this character, Agnos, that a new character in the new Killer Instinct game that I don't really care about, and basically I don't really care for this character at all because he's not my favorite character. So that's all I'd say about Agnos. Arya is the new character for the game as well. She's the robot, kind of robot character, kind of like another Fulgore character. And, I guess they say she is the main boss of the game. But I can't believe a boss can do Ultra. If Gargis come back, if he does an Ultra, that'd be a cool thing to see. Because Gargis should do the Ultra in the old games. Idol should do one too. I think Idol can. But I don't really know if he can. Like I said, but I have plans for her, for GT, because basically, Sadira is dead now, and she will find out about it. So yeah, Arya, the evil Fulgore, the look of him from the new game, he was shown in Season 7, in one of the episodes. Hisako, we already should know, Hisako is in the new movie I'm making right now. The Legend of the Undead Warrior, and she's in the new movie, and we should already know about her, and what she's doing, why she came to Earth, and all that stuff. So y'all should know about Hisaka in the other videos. Evil Maya, she is the one that's sending the message to Evil Orchid about Hisaka, and that's when we actually see more character with this character. But like I said, she was only shown once in the episodes in Season 7. That's all I'd say about Evil Maya. Omen. Omen is a new character, kind of like Gargis Spirit, and he will be in GT. He'll fight Goku in GT. So yeah, Omen, and he is a new character for the game of Killer Instinct, and he's kind of cool. Like people keep saying like Omen is not Shadow Jago, but he kind of is like Shadow Jago. But like I said, I don't give a crap what they did for Shadow Jago. Shadow Jago should have been already made. Makes no sense. Shadow Jago's Omen, so I don't get the shit at all. You got Evil Orchid. Evil Orchid is her look in the this is what she first looked like in Season 3. She had got a new costume, like her classic look. So this is how she looks in the show. She wear this. But this is her first look, how she looked in the other episodes. So yeah, Evil Orchid is a clone of the good Orchid. She becomes good at the end of Season 4, and she becomes on the good side now. You got Evil Riptor, and it's how Riptor looks in the new game. And kind of felt great that Riptor actually was shown, and like Riptor is back in the game. You got the Evil Saberwolf, and I said that's the other look of Saberwolf is classic, and that's how he looks in the game. And he don't be shown that much in the show. Evil Spinal was shown once, and that was in Season 7. And this is how Spinal looks in the new game of Killer Instinct. And I like the stage. and the music kind of revamps his classic song, Evil Thunder, and this Thunder was never been shown at all, and you don't see Thunder in the show that much. So this is Thunder in the new Killer Instinct. You got Sadira first shown in season 4, and she was not shown in none of the episodes. Only in season 7. That's the season, and then she dies in it, and she's never been shown again. Might see her in a flashback when she get killed by Kayaka in the movie I'm making. That's the only thing you're gonna see of Sadira. You got Cinder. Cinder was killed by Evil Orchid, and he was never been shown. But I think people want to see him back in the show too. But like I said, he's not shown. Continue in his human form. This is how Continue looked before he's a monster. So Continue is dead, but he's still like a monster when he's dead. And that's how he looked when he was human. Cole and Akibasha. And we already talked about Akibasha. She should have been an origin story. Abraham Lincoln and when he got killed. Makes no sense. Luigi. Luigi was in the show, shown in a couple episodes, but not really care. I like Mario over Luigi. And this is Luigi again. Luigi was shown in a couple episodes, like at school. Mario, like I said, Mario was shown in a couple episodes, like he was shown in. He's gonna be in the movie as well. Mario from Smash Bros. Like I said about Mario, he's in other episodes like he was in season 5, 7. Was it 7? Yeah, and 8, and 9. So yeah. Mewtwo, and the last scene of Mewtwo was in season 6, and it was the last time we saw them. And like I said, I plan on Mewtwo was in the older stories too, but like I said, he might return in a new series, or might come back in the next series. Never know. Michael in his hybrid form. This is Emily's Lycan hybrid. This is Michael regular. Talina naked. Melina. This is how she will look in GT. So this is how Melina will look in GT. Here's Scorpion and Melina together. Here's Talina when she's a baby. Talina in a new costume when she's a baby. You have Baraka, you have a bio of him and stuff. But like I said, Baraka, people kind of be mad because Baraka's not in the new game, and technically he should have been. It makes no sense. Cyrex and Sector together. Ermac, I did talk about Ermac earlier in the video. Like I said, this is his classic costume, but he is in the show sometimes. Freddy Krueger was only shown in 3 episodes. Well, 2 episodes in the series and in the movie. Cabal, it was never been shown. I don't get it why. Kratos was shown in 2 episodes. Lee May, she was shown in the new game, but we don't really get no story with her. Oh, I forgot to say about Kratos. And like I said, Kratos, I don't have nothing with him in the show at all. I don't know. I don't know if he can be in a new story or origin story or anything like that. So Lee May, don't really know either. I can't really tell. Liu Kang when he's a human, and Liu Kang when he's a zombie. We already talked about Liu Kang. Motaro is one of the ones that would have been in season 1 with all the other MK characters that I had. I never got a chance to use him. Onaga. I don't have nothing with Onaga in the show at all. And people kind of were thinking Onaga will turn into new Mortal Kombat. It should. But I don't know, because the MKX, I thought it'd be like MK4. You know what I mean? But it's not MK4. Shang Tsung. I used Shang Tsung in the tournament, and I think we already talked about Shang Tsung. Smoke, classic Smoke. Sonya, we talked about her. And Striker 2. Gosh, we're showing the same people again. Tanya is in the new MKX game. It's kind of great that she is. And for her, I don't really have nothing for her in the show at all. We already talked about Sindel, and I already talked about Sindel, so we should already know about that. Just a baby. We have Orchid. Of course, Orchid been in show since the beginning. She's shown in a couple seasons. She's shown a lot of times in one of the main characters that I like out of the show, and she's on the picture of the main characters. So of course, Orchid's always been favorite. For Evil Orchid, you have Daisy. Daisy should have been in the Smash Bros. Game. Makes no sense why she's not, and I don't get it at all, so I don't know why she's not in that game. You have Daisy, again, if she was in Smash Bros, it's kind of stupid she's not in it. Princess Peach, we already know she's in the movie, and she has been in the show a lot more than Daisy. And Princess Peach is in Season 10, I believe. This is Princess Peach in Smash Bros. And of course, they do got figures of these guys at Walmart, Amiibos. But I don't really care about them. Robot Smoke. Not Robot Smoke, Robot Soldier. Alright, we have Cassandra. And of course, Cassandra is one of the human spirits that will appear in GT. And she's the second human spirit. And Cassandra character is going to be kind of cool. I can't wait to play as her. And I played a lot of times in Soul Calibur. It's Cassandra in another costume. Here's another Cassandra picture. Keelik, we already talked about Keelik. Keelik again. Maxie. Maxie was replaced by Keelik because he was the human spirit, but he's too cocky. Talkie. She would have been a human spirit, but she's kind of like annoying, like kind of crazy, kind of like a character that's not really that funny to play as. But like I said, Talkie, she can't be a human spirit at all. Talon, my favorite character out of the Soul Calibur game. Talon. She is the human spirit. She is the leaders of all the human spirits. Kind of like a guidance. She actually tells Gotenks her name is Goshen. And she's one that watches all over the human spirits. Talon in her second costume. She has 3 actually. But I like this one better. But I'm going to use this one. So. Young Sung is a human spirit as well. I had chose him over Talkie. And he's one that's cocky too, like kind of like Maxie, but you know, he gets the fights done quickly, but it does not last long. You have Scorpion Jr., or his real name is Takeda, and this is him, you know, younger when he's in school. So that's Scorpion Jr. You have Celine. Celine was last seen in Season 9, of course. She was the main villain. Oh, I forgot. Scorpion Jr. I don't remember the last time I used him. I think at school. And Celine, like I said, she was a great character. She will return in GT. Here's Celine using her guns. Celine again. Shao Kahn. Possible for Shao Kahn to be back in Mortal Kombat. Possible, but he was. I plan on getting an action figure of him because I do want the Shao Kahn Arena set and get the bigger Shao Kahn figure to go with it. So it'd be cool to have Shao Kahn back in the game. And like I said, he's a cool character. I like Shao Kahn, and I hope we do more. I can do more with him. He was a great character in season 1, but like the episodes 8 through 15, those would have been longer than the first 7 episodes like they were, but they should have been. So Shao Kahn might return. He did when he was a dead version of himself, as a zombie, like a dead version of him. Sonic. We have Sonic. Sonic is the main villain in season 10, and he will be coming when I start recording with this phone here. I guess I'll record a next episode with the phone, because I'm going to still record with this phone I'm using right now recording. But Sonic will be in season 10. He is the main villain, and that's all I have to say about him. Amy, she's along with him, and she is going to help him steal a Dragon Ball. And she's been with Sonic ever since when they first created it. Rogue, or Batgirl, I call her Batgirl, but I say Rogue. And she's the one that steals the emeralds, the jewel emeralds and stuff, and all those. Blaze is like a cat character. I don't really know about her, but I don't watch Sonic, like I said. The only thing I know is Sonic, Amy, Knuckles, Tails. Eggman, don't really want him in the show, because he's not, I don't care about him. Knuckles is coming along with Amy and Sonic, so yeah, Sonic, Amy, Knuckles will be coming. Shadow, I did have plans for Shadow too, but he's not in it as well. Silver, not really, because I don't have plans for him either. Tails, yes, Tails coming along with Sonic, Amy, Knuckles, and he is in the game. I mean, not the game, the show. Sonic in his werewolf form. I am getting a figure of him like this. I'm getting a figure of him like this, because you got a figure, like a big giant, it's like a plush kind, and he's very big. So, I'll get him like this eventually. Now we're going to get down to the succubus. Now we have Caroline, or Jasula, but they all look the same. So this is Caroline in her semi form. This is like her second form, because if you want, she has a human form too, but she has blonde hair. But this is her semi form. She is along with Adam, and she's the one that got the semen from Goku, gave it to him, and he impregnated Jasula. That's how Ghost-Shun was born. So he thought at first Adam was his father, like I said, but it was not. So Caroline, thanks to Caroline, he was born. This is her in her true form. I would have had the head of this character right here, how she looked right there. It looks cool, but she wouldn't look like that anyway. She had to look ugly. Here is Tolina, wearing the same costume as the Melina in the game. Tolina again. Here's Devil Jin. Devil Jin was first shown in season 2. He was never shown again because Jin controls his power. So that's how. But back to Talina for a second. As you know, she's the daughter of Melina and Scorpion. Scorpion Jr. is her brother. And she later in GT, she'd be older and she goes to college, I believe, when she graduates and stuff like that. Devil Jin, like I said, he's inside of Jin, he's inside of him, and he's the one that's holding the power. So that's Jin, Devil Jin. Here is regular Jin, like I said, same character. He holds the Devil Jin power inside of him, controls it, and don't let it out at all. So that's all I'll say about Jin. Jin's a cool character. He might return to the series in GT or Hospital Origin. Lars, I don't really care about him. The only character I care about in the whole series was Kaizula. And I like Elisa too. Lily is in Tekken as well. She's one of the newer characters. Kinda don't really care about. You have Toad. Toad is not really shown that much in the show, but Toad might come, but I don't know what to do with him. Eve from Underworld, Celine's daughter and Michael's daughter, and she's coming in GT. She was born in the Z. Eve in her pirate form. Victor. I was planning on having Victor in the show too, but Victor's dead. That's what Celine had told Goku. Cat. Cat was only shown in season 5 at school. She's kind of like Scorpion Jr. She thought he was cute, and she kind of likes him. And actually, the cat is Ariana Grande. You have Trina Vega, Tori's Vega's sister. She's kind of the annoying one that Tori don't like at all. And she still loves her sister, but she's kind of annoying. And this is Trina again. She didn't like Talina. She called her ugly and all that stuff. But in the end, they become friends. Waluigi. Never was shown in the show at all. So I don't know what to do with Waluigi. Apparently, all these Mario characters were copycats. So, Luigi, Waluigi, Wario, Mario. Like, they all copycats. They don't really know that. Waluigi again. Wario, possible. I don't really know, but I might have him come in the show, but not, I mean come back, but come in the show. Wario and the look from Smash Bros. And that's just a regular picture. And that's it. Oh no, it ain't. Yoshi. You have Yoshi. Yoshi, is in the show, and he's in that movie I'm making too. And I think that's it. And that's all for Yoshi. And now I'm gonna go on to the next characters that I have, and let's get this done. Okay, guys, let's finish this up, and I think these are the last of the characters, and I'm going to tell you at the end and which characters you like to see more in the show, or characters that you would like to see coming upcoming series and stuff. So let's go through these guys. Yeah, Katana and Jade, we already talked about these two, and so yeah, we already talked about those two. Yeah, we talked about Rain. We talked about 18. Okay, so we have Baby Vegeta, and of course this Baby Vegeta, means he transformed from when he had possessed Vegeta, and this is how he looked in GT, and he was last seen in the episode of Tuffle's Party, and that's the last time I've seen Baby. But like I said, Baby was not shown that much in other seasons of Toysballz, only in season 4. So that was the only time we've seen Baby. So yeah, that's Baby. We have Super Saiyan 3 Goku as a kid from GT. And I kind of say it was a kind of nice thing they did, make him Super Saiyan 3 as a little kid. That's kind of cool. But like I said, but I like him as an adult. But I guess what kind of why people say GT wasn't popular, but I still like GT. It's part of Dragon Ball, so it's kind of cool. He kind of looks like Gotenks when Gotenks was a Super Saiyan 3, but it's still cool having another Super Saiyan 3 as a kid. So that's Goku. You have Gogeta. Gogeta was last seen in season 5. He might return in GT. So yeah, this is the fusion of Goku and Vegeta as Super Saiyan 4. So yeah, that's Gogeta. And we have Android 14. He was last seen in season 6. He was only in season 6 of Toysballz because with all the other androids. So that's all I have to say about him. He was only shown in Dragon Ball Z, only in the movie. So that's the only thing he was shown in. You have Android 15. Same thing as 14, only shown in the movie. And he was last seen in season 6 of that story. So that's all I have to say about Android 15. But like I said, he's a cool character. You have Android 17, my favorite Android. Like Android 17 a lot. Favorite Android. And like I said, it'd be cool to see him more in the show. But like I said, he was cool in all the other parts of the season, but not in much of it. But like I said, he's cool. And GT, maybe, but I don't really think so. But like in Dragon Ball Z, I wish he was never absorbed by Cell. It would have been much better if he was not absorbed by Cell. But eventually he did. But he did come back to life. But that's what I kind of figured out why there was 2 Android 17s in Dragon Ball GT. So yeah, he's still my favorite character. You have Android 19. Android 19 was only shown once. He was in the beginning of season 6, and he was never shown anymore. I was gonna get a figure of Android 19, but I never did. So I only got Dr. Gerosa figure. Not 19 and 17. You have Baby. This when he first possessed Vegeta. So yeah, you have Baby. Bardock. Bardock is the father of Goku. He looks just like Goku. And for any other reason, I would like to have Bardock in the show. Might be in the early stories for Toysballz. He was. I have thought about having him in the early stories. But like I said, it might be a new series that I might bring up about a new story for a new series. So yeah, Bardock. Broly. We have Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. This is him in his normal state. I kind of thinking of having Broly in the show, like I said in the last video. But like I said, he can be in other things, like movies. That's the only thing Broly was actually in, was in a movie. So, besides all the other stuff that they released of him, he was only appearance is in a movie. Bardock, he was shown a couple of times in the show, like in flashbacks and stuff like that. But Broly, it'd be kind of cool to see him in a movie and in a series. But still, he hates Goku. Kakarot! I always hate Goku. Broly as the legendary Super Saiyan, and technically I do plan on having an action figure of Broly as the legendary Super Saiyan. And He'd be very cool. So, yeah, I might get him as a legendary Super Saiyan. We have Cell. Cell is in the show as well. Shown last was in the party episode. That was the only time we seen Cell. And at other times he was in parts of the series like season 6. Yeah, season 6. He was shown in season 6. That's the only time we seen Cell. He was in season 1. Yeah, forgot about that. So yeah, that was the only time we seen Cell. Oh yeah, in season 3. Forgot. So that's Cell. Cooler in his final form. This is Cooler. I do have a figure of Cooler, but as you know, it's from Burger King. But I don't have an actual action figure of Cooler. Only thing Cooler was shown from Dragon Ball Z was a movie, 2 movies. But he is in the series too, but he is not in my show that much because I think I remember last time I used Cooler was Hell Gateway, and have never used him anymore. You had Garlic Jr. I don't really have nothing for Garlic Jr. So he was in a movie and he was in the series in Dragon Ball Z. You have Imperfect Cell. This Cell when he first was shown against Piccolo, and Cell is the android that has all the powers of the heroes, all the warriors and stuff, and he wants to absorb Android 17, 18, but now you see in the show he don't need them. So that's Cell. I do want a figure of him like that, but it's an Erwin figure, but I don't really want Cell like this. I want him in his perfect form. You have Metal Cooler. I do have plans for this character, of course, but Cooler is not bad anymore in my show. So, but like if they have a Metal Cooler somewhere out there making more Metal Coolers, it'd be kind of a cool movie for me to make. Kind of almost like the Return of Cooler, but like making a cooler way to make it. So, I do have plans for this character. We have Pan. We already talked about Pan. Pan gonna look like this in GT, of course, but we already talked about her, so it's I think I'm looking through all of these, kind of showing the same characters and showing the ones I already talked about, so I already talked about Pan. You have Cell in his semi-form. This is when he absorbed 17. You have Super Android 17. As we know, Super Android 17 was in Season 6, only in the last 4 episodes. As when he was shown, the evil Android 17 transformed to this, and he's luckily my favorite android, and cool thing that they actually had him in Dragon Ball GT, because people would love to see Android 17 again. So for me, I don't really know if I have plans for this character, but I think he should be returning in the show, like he come back to life, because you know he might come back in GT in Hell, because he might come back. Garlic Jr. super form. Okay, kind of like the Bardock special they had made that came out a couple of years ago when he turned Super Saiyan. It was kind of like if Bardock actually did turn Super Saiyan, what if Bardock did? But like I said, Bardock, we don't hear another Bardock in the Dragon Ball Z show because he's dead, and I don't really know if he is alive or not, but we don't really know. But like I said, for Bardock, should be in older stories. Broly as a Super Saiyan, this Broly when he turns Super Saiyan. Vegeta as a Super Saiyan, we know Vegeta's in the show. Vegeta has always been in the show all the time. This is him as a Super Saiyan too. We have Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That is my favorite actual look of Goku. And Goku's the main character of the show, of course, and I like Goku. Oh, back on Vegeta. I forgot. Like I said, Vegeta will be in the upcoming series, Toysballz GT. Vegeta's in the new movie I'm coming out with, but Vegeta's not in the special I'm making. Neither is Goku. We have Super Vegeta. This is Vegeta when he ascended. Kinda had those big muscles. He called himself Super Vegeta. But he wasn't Super Vegeta when he was fighting Perfect Cell. Turles, I don't really recall. Turles might be Goku's brother or cousin. Between the two, I do really want Turles in the show. But like I said, I don't really have nothing for Turles at all. He can be in more like early stories or stuff like that for a new series. But I don't really know what to do with Turles. We have Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Basically, we don't really need a Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Because basically, if you get a Super Saiyan Goku, so for example, this Goku right here, you already have basically a Super Saiyan Goku. It's the same thing, but they just got shock around them. So that's why I still say about this toy. You have a Super Saiyan Goku, and he's already a Super Saiyan. So it's just have shock all around. That's all it is for Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and Vegeta as well. So that's Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and you don't really need that at all. We have Super Android 13. Android 13 is in the show. I think we already talked about him. He's good now. And last time I said he was shown at the party, at Tuffle's party, and he first appeared in season 1, and he was in season 6 with the heroes fighting against the androids, and he was in Hell Gateway, the movie. Fasha. I don't really know who Fasha is. I thought that at first it was Goku's mother. But like, if it's a female Saiyan, I don't really know who this is. I gotta look up more about her, but like, Jean, his mother name is Jean, it's not Fasha. At first, I would thought it'd be Fasha, but this is a Saiyan as well. But like I said, I don't really know who she is. So, Fasha, I don't know. We have Gargus, of course. Gargus, we should know he's in KI2, and he just gave. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, Gargus is returning, and the new Killer Instinct, this season 3, he's returning, and that's good that he's coming back. And like I said, Gargus was last seen in the episode Tuffle's Party. He was at the party with the others, and of course, he might return for GT, but I think he dies in GT. We already talked about Goro. I do really want to figure out Goro though. Maya first appeared in season 1, along with Orchid, and she's been in the series ever since, but she's not shown that much at all. But like, we have the evil Maya that might be shown more in the movie. So this is Maya from KI2, and I do like the new look of Maya, but I wish she could fight just like this, how she was fighting in KI2. So it was better how she fought in KI2. Spinal, I don't remember when that's the last time I seen Spinal. I think it was season 6, and it was the last time I think we seen him. And like, we had the evil Spinal as well. That was shown once in season 7. That was the last time we actually saw Spinal. So that's Spinal from KI2 right here. I like his classic look in the new game too, because it's just like the first game. We have King Vegeta. King Vegeta is Vegeta's father. We already talked about his mother earlier in this video, but like I said, we only knew of Goku's dad and Vegeta's dad in the show, but we don't really know of their mothers. So like I said, King Vegeta, I say he's still alive in my show, but in Dragon Ball Z he's not, because he got killed. And it technically looks like Vegeta with a beard, doesn't it? It does look like Vegeta with a beard. We have Melina. Yeah, it is Melina. I know on the cameras it looks darker. It is Melina though. Yeah, it is, because it's purple, pink. Yeah, it is her. It's Melina. Melina, in her classic look from Mortal Kombat 3. And it's actually using MK9, so that's Melina. We have Frost. Frost, people want it back in the Mortal Kombat X, but people saying she will not be in it. But what if she was? It'd be kind of weird. We had Jade. Jade in her MK3 costume. We talked about Jade earlier. And Melina. And of course, like I said, I hope they make a Melina figure for MKX. And Jade is not in MKX. Katana uses her staff and her variation thing. So that's Jade. Kenshi's last scene in the party episode, came to a party with all the others, and Kenshi, that was the last time seen of him. But like, Kenshi's a cool character to have in the show, and possible in the upcoming things. Kentaro was last seen at the tournament. He was fighting Sub-Zero and Reptile, and he was last seen, his first appearance in season 1. That was the last time seen Kentaro. We had Kung Lao. Kung Lao, I don't really see him that much in the show. He was shown like once or twice. He was not at the tournament. I was kind of sad for that, but Kung Lao should be in the rest of the series, like I said, but he's not really shown that much. Melina in her MK2 costume. Noob Psylocke we already talked about, and I guess he's just showing a lot of the same characters. Rico, possible for Rico, he should be in MKX, because we have Shinnok, Tanya, and we saw Fujin too. So, but why you don't have Rico? You don't even know where he is in the game. So, like, they should have brought him back as well. I don't get it why they didn't. So that's Rico. We already talked about Shiva. Shinnok. Okay, Shinnok is in MKX, of course, and he's going to be in the movie in Toysballz GT, the future. That's movie Shinnok is going to be in. So that's Shinnok. All about him. Quan Chi. We saw Quan Chi last was in the tournament with Shang Tsung. So that's the last time we've seen Shinnok. Quan Chi. We have all the ninja the classic versions of themselves. Reptile, Sub-Zero, Ermac, Scorpion, all 4 of them together. Looking cool. We have Blaze. We have Katana. Well, we don't have nothing for Blaze. I don't have nothing at all for him. You have Katana in her MK3. And you have Scarlet. And I believe this is the last one. And Scarlet was last seen at the tournament. So, that is it of this video. And this is a long video. I have to say this. So if you guys watch it, it's great. It's showing all these characters. And like, what characters would you like to see in the show more? Like, more in the show. Like, what would you like to see more? So, like, if you want to see Katana again, yeah, you can. But, like I said, but if you like to see, okay, let's go back. What about Shinnok? Yeah, Shinnok is coming. What about Kung Lao? I don't hardly see him that much. Kentaro, Kenshi, we saw him a couple of times. Jade is not shown that much. Would you like to see Frost? Like, that'd be kind of cool. like I said, like characters that we would like to see. And half of these guys are in the show. Like, you know, if you go back and go through all of these guys, half of them are in the show. So, yeah, that is basically it of this video. Like we went through all those other guys as well. Which characters would you like to see? And that's my question at the end of this video. What characters would you like to see in Toysballz movies? If you want to see them in the movie, or you want to see them in upcoming series, or would you want to see them in things now? Like if you want to see them in this new season, for Katana, possible. Melina, possible. Because this year, Talina and Scorpion Jr. and Gotenks, they're all in 12th grade, so they graduating this year. They graduate this year. So, you want to see them in the series? Yeah, because they will be in the series. And like for now, I do got a new phone now, and I can't wait to record with it. Samsung Galaxy phone. I'm so happy for it. And that is really it of this video. And I can't wait to record with that phone. I'm still gonna record with this one I'm using. So, what characters would you like to see in this in the show and upcoming series as well? So, thanks you guys for watching this whole entire video, and you guys, see y'all next time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. What characters would you like to see in the show? What characters you want to see that might not have them on this thing, but they would have been on here as well. What characters would you like to see in the upcoming series or movies that I want to make? So, see y'all next time, and peace.